And now I'm pleased to introduce to you Yes Prep alum and current Yes Prep teacher, Gus Mireles. Gus graduated from Yes Prep Southeast and attended Rhodes College in Tennessee. He returned to Houston to become an early childhood educator and a founding teacher at Yes Prep Southeast Elementary. Among peer educators, Gus is known for his willingness to go above and beyond for his students and subscribe to that whatever it takes spirit. So please now help me welcome Gus Mireles to the stage.
It was the summer of 2019, and I was a recent college graduate from Rhodes College. I've always been passionate about education reform and spent my summers working in schools. I was enamored with the idea of investing in education, becoming a teacher, and creating change at the root. I had just heard that my former home of Yes Prep Southeast Secondary was going to be opening an elementary school. I met with Diana Rios, the founding principal of Yes Prep Southeast Elementary, and the rest unfolded just as it was meant to. I began my career as an early childhood educator at Yes Prep, the place that grew my love for learning. Fast forward to 2020, we are all knee-deep in the COVID-19 pandemic. Mind you, this was my first year teaching, and I was responsible for teaching 20-something 5-year-olds how to read while they were wearing masks and sitting behind a plexiglass. With courage, tenacity, and lots of hand sanitizer, my team and I worked to overcome challenges students faced, like parents losing employment, separation from friends and family, and the anxiety we all felt. All of that was much scarier to a 5-year-old. Can't really tell you how truly challenging those first few months were for our schools, for our teachers, but especially for our sparks, as we like to call them. During that year, when so many things were different, the things we know about children were still true. They wanted to learn. They wanted to enjoy recess. They wanted to make friends and get to know their teachers. We just had to get creative and have grit to figure out other ways of making that happen. What we found during that time was that we were on the brink of creating something absolutely incredible. Imagine me on top of a small child-sized desk with a shield and a mask on my face, trying to teach letter sounds. As you can imagine, this was not ideal. Ultimately, I got creative. I started to pre-record videos at home so that students could see my face and practice their letter sounds in a safe way. That's the type of ingenuity that we had to leverage every day to teach our kids during this challenging time. But this wasn't the first time in my life that I had encountered a challenge. My journey to Yes Prep was another challenge I faced early on in my educational experience. As a 6th grade student at my community ISD school, I was extremely driven and very different from my peers. I faced what every kid dreads in middle school: bullying, sticking out, and struggling to find friendships and community. I was truly struggling. After hearing about Yes Prep from several mom friends, my mom introduced the idea of Yes Prep as an option. Thank you, Mom. But wait, didn't we all go to Yes Prep because we heard it from a mom friend? She was familiar with the reputation of Yes Prep, a small, academic-focused community where students found a safe place to learn and grow. Even at 12 years old, I knew that this was the place for me. My time at Yes Prep was transformative. I found many teachers and staff members who were deeply invested in me and in my family, like Bonnie Schumacher, a Yes Prep teacher who made us all feel loved and welcomed. I hope to make all my students feel loved and welcome, including her daughter, Ginny, who's in my cheerleading club. She taught my seminar class and then later my public speaking course. In fact, it's because of her that I'm here today and able to share my story with you all. Things began to change for me at Yes Prep Southeast. I was that kid. I was involved in so many activities, and I know that was because I felt safe to be myself. During my time at Yes Prep, I was taught the Yes Prep Thinks and Acts, which is a list of values that a lot of my fellow alumni here today are very familiar with. And you know you have your favorites. The one I resonate with the most is, it's the journey, not the arrival, that matters most. These relationships, values, and the support of my community are what fortified me in teaching during my first year and during the pandemic. My main goal as an early childhood educator is not only to make my students college ready in pre-K, but to also build that same sense of community and belonging that I felt as a Yes Prep student. I believe that we leave every single student better as a result of what we create together. Many of you in the audience today have been a part of Yes Prep's journey to open elementary schools, and I come to you as a living, breathing, and teaching illustration of that investment. Thank you. I can tell you firsthand that the work that we are doing with our youngest learners is absolutely life-changing. The results are clear. Our 4th and 5th grade students are achieving outstanding levels, some of the highest in the state. We are building schools where children feel safe and welcome, and a place where they can be themselves. And that is the real recipe to learning. And what is possible when you attend school with that recipe? When I graduated Yes Prep, I left as an impact scholar, with my full financial need met by Rhodes College, a Tier 1, highly selective institution outside of Texas. This opportunity opened the door for me to return and lead within my own community. The lessons that I learned along the way fueled my drive toward creating classrooms for students to thrive in. Your investment in my life as a young Yes Prep student, just finding my way, ultimately opened the path to my teaching career. And just like last year, every single one of my pre-K students will be college ready. And you may wonder, what does it look like for a pre-K student to be college ready? But I can guarantee you that they are. They can read sentences, they can do math, they are working on a foundation for lifelong learning. Like Giovanni, Parker, Alyssa, Eliana, Leba, who all love to read. And Daniel, Harmony, True, Emilia, Elias, who are budding mathematicians. And Tanner, Ismail, Lyric, Maya, Olivia, Antonio, who consistently show leadership. And Kingston, Allison, Anna, Zoe, Delea, who keep our classrooms safe. And Roslyn, who will be up here one day sharing her story. All of them college ready. That is what we do, because not only in my classroom, but across Yes Prep, 96% of pre-K students at all 6 campuses left pre-kindergarten college ready. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I know that with your continued support of Yes Prep students, especially our youngest learners, we can and will continue to create a legacy of community and academic excellence. Today's a special day. As you know, Yes Prep is celebrating 25 years of impact. To help celebrate this milestone, an anonymous donor has agreed to match up to $25,000 donated towards Yes Prep. Please consider making a gift. Complete the pledge card you see on your table or scan the QR code here. Pledge for students like me. Thank you for your dedication to the Yes Prep mission. You are creating a future of life-changing opportunities. So come on, team, let's do this.